Hi, this is Mike Bloom, and in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make the dossier site available to external reviewers. First thing that you're going to want to do in the dossier site, there are three things that you need to do. The first thing that you need to do is to only make those sections of the site that the external reviewers need to see available. And the way that you do that is you make all the other sections unavailable. So, for example, the external reviewers only need to see the CV, the narrative, and scholarship. So we're going to make everything else unavailable. So the how to use this site, I will click on the little chevron next to how to use this site, and I'll say hide link. And when the link has been hidden effectively, you'll see the little X through the site. I'm just going to go ahead and make all of the rest of these unavailable. Hide link on tutorials. And what that means is that only people who are registered as instructors are going to be able to access the things that are hidden. Okay, so I jumped ahead a little bit and I hid all of those links that are not necessary for the external reviewers to see. And you can check to make sure that only the things that the external reviewers need to see are available to the external reviewers by clicking on the edit mode is, you'll see on the top right hand side of your page, and if you turn edit mode is off, you'll see what the students will see. And I'll click edit mode is off, and you'll see I've only got access to my narrative and statements and scholarship, and I would have access to the CV, but there was no information in that folder. I'll turn edit mode back on, and you'll see the CV doesn't have a CV in it yet. It has no content, but if it had content in it, it would be available to the external reviewers. So now the next thing that you'll need to do is make the site either unavailable to the faculty member whose dossier it is, or make that person a student in the course, depending on how you want to do things. And the way that you do that is, I'm going to scroll down to the control panel, and under users and groups I'll click on users, and I'll find the person who I want to make a student in the course, and in this case let's say that it is Mike Bloom here, and I will pull down the chevron next to his last name, and I will change the user's role in the course, and I will set the role as student, and I'll click submit. And by the way, student access is what you will give to the external reviewers to ensure that they don't see anybody else's name, and so that they only have access to those things that we have the links available for them to see. Alright, so that's it. Now the next thing we'll do is add those external reviewers, and we're going to be doing that in MyWM. So let's go to MyWM now. So I'm logged into MyWM, and I'm going to click on the Services tab at the top left and go to the Blackboard Course Generator, and there's a link down here, Access Blackboard Course Generator. I'll click on that. Okay, so on the left hand side there's a menu, and one of the options is Request a non-WM Blackboard user. So I'll click on Request a non-WM Blackboard user. I'll fill in the person's first name, the last name, email address, whatever that might be. Needed until, you can be pretty lenient about that, so I'll say, fall 2012, whatever, give them a year to do the work. And then I can choose which course to enroll them in. And so for this I'm going to put them in the faculty review template, and role is very important. I'm going to choose the role of student, and I'll click create user. And that's it. That person's role has been created. It will be created actually either at 6:45 a.m. or 6:45 p.m. depending, and they will get an email telling them all about Blackboard, their username, their ID, and then they will be a student in the course and be able to access everything. That's all.